Hi everyone, welcome to Cooking with Chef Rich. Today we're going to be making some homemade marinara. It's not homemade marinara using fresh tomatoes, it's a homemade marinara using canned tomatoes, but it's still a homemade marinara. Anyway, let's jump right in and we'll talk about our ingredients. I have 2 medium onions diced and 2 tablespoons of garlic diced. I have 2 28-ounce cans of whole tomatoes, 1 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes, 1 6-ounce can of tomato paste, some salt, pepper, and granulated garlic. I have basil, and underneath the basil is some sugar and some lemon juice. I'll be putting all the quantities and the actual recipe in the description down below. So let's jump right in. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to saute our onions. I'm going to add just a tablespoon or so of olive oil to our pan. Not too much. And add our onions and garlic. And we want to saute these. We want to make them translucent. We don't want to brown them. While they're cooking, let's actually talk about our ingredients a little bit. So over here with the whole tomatoes, what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to pour these into a bowl. When I do this at work, I use a lot larger cans. I use something called a number 10 can, and you can just stick your whole hand in here. Unfortunately, my hand doesn't really fit in here. Basically, what we're going to do is we want to crush these. Hopefully, not make too much of a mess like I just did. I suppose it'd help if I do it out of the juice. Maybe it won't squirt as much. So years ago, 1990, I went to the Culinary Institute of America. Graduated in 1991. Our first actual cooking class was a class called Intro to Hot Foods. And I had a gentleman named Chef Papini, who was our chef instructor, an Italian gentleman. Great chef, seriously great chef, great person, great guy. Unfortunately passed away a few years back. But anyway, so this recipe is from him. So I just want to give him credit where credit is due. Very positive influence on my culinary career. So, just gonna give this a stir. I hear this sizzling away. I'll just keep going through this until it's all crushed. Doesn't have to be perfectly crushed, but as this cooks, this will come apart a bit, but it helps to break them up. That's pretty good. You're right. Anyway, I'm going to continue to cook our onions, and I'll show you what it looks like when you're done. So our onions have been cooking for right about 5 minutes. I'll show you what they look like. Just starting to brown just a little bit, but they're not bad. So next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add our whole tomatoes. And I always add the tomato products, the different ones, in order. You start off with the loosest one, meaning the most liquidy one. I always make sure I kind of scrape the bottom. I want to make sure that my sauce isn't burning. If my sauce is burning now, it'll be very easy to burn later. And when you burn sauce, it just basically you wind up throwing it out. So you never want to burn sauce. Anyway, as soon as this comes up to a boil, we're going to add the next can of the crushed tomatoes. And then when that comes up to boil, we're going to add the tomato paste. Once this comes up to boil, I'll show you what it looks like. So our whole tomatoes are just coming up to a boil. They were boiling a second ago, of course. There it goes. You can see it's starting to boil. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to add our crushed tomatoes now. I actually filled it with 1/3 cup of water, and I'm going to add the water, squish it around. And now I'm just going to keep stirring this every now and then until it comes up to a boil. And once it comes up to a boil, I'll add my tomato paste. So I'll see you in a few minutes. Our crushed tomatoes are simmering. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add our seasoning. And I'm also going to add our tomato paste. The tomato paste makes this rather a little bit on the thicker side. And the reason why I add it last is it's very hard to come up to a boil when it's thick. Like you have to cook it very, very slowly. If it's liquidy, you can kind of use very high heat, bring it up to a boil, and then just add this last minute. So that there is a reason why I do it like this. Alrighty, gonna stir this in. So once it comes up to a boil, I'm going to turn it down to a simmer and just let it simmer for an hour and a half to 2 hours. And I will show you what it looks like when it's done simmering. So I'll see you in a bit. Thank you so much. So our sauce just came up to a simmer and I turned it way down. One thing I neglected to say is I'm going to cover it. And the main reason why I'm covering it, because if you don't cover it, basically it's going to splatter all over and make a huge mess. I've done that more than several times. So the lid isn't totally on. I'm basically just letting some steam out, but I'm keeping it covered just to keep the sauce in the pot. So anyway, see you in an hour and a half to 2 hours. Bye-bye. The sauce has been cooking for right about 2 hours, and I want to show you what it looks like. If you look at it, it is simmering. This is how it's been simmering for the past 2 hours, just barely simmering. But if you look at it, it actually looks nice and thick. You know, how a sauce should be. A sauce should be nice and thick. And it's done cooking at this point. I'm going to just finish it. And here's a fresh basil. There's some sugar and a juice of half a lemon. And I'll be putting that, like I said, in the description down below. I'm just going to stir this in. I'm going to turn off our flame. And our sauce is done. I'm going to just give it an actual taste. Make sure it tastes good. More often than not, it doesn't need any salt or pepper. But I'm going to give it just a quick taste. Somehow or another, I'm guessing this is a little on the warm side. Very warm, but really good. Really, really good. Anyway, I'm making some meatballs, so I'll show you what it looks like with the meatballs on it, or with it, I should say. See you in a few. So our sauce is done, our meatballs are done, and I cooked off some spaghetti, and now my dinner is served, so I am happy. Anyway, I just want to show you what the plate looks like, and gonna taste it. I already had about 3 meatballs, so I know they're good, but we'll do it this way anyway. Really, really, really good. When I finish the sauce with just a touch of sugar and a touch of lemon and some basil, it just brings up the sauce to like a whole new level. And it's just like a really great sauce. It's a nice thick sauce with a great flavor. So you'll like this recipe. And anyway, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Please leave your comments below. Have a great day, everyone. Be well. I'll see you next video. Take care. Bye-bye.